everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is so great to see your beautiful face once again, or for the first time if it is your first time here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I pray that this video finds you well, and if it doesn't, I just pray that no matter what you're going through or no matter what's happening around you, that you just allow this to be just a moment of peace, a moment of joy, or just a slight moment of happiness, or just a moment for yourself to take for yourself and do something for yourself, to open your mind to a new perspective, or just listen to something different. So thank y'all for being here. I have another word that has been a theme lately in my life, and this one speaks very personal to me, and particularly my journey in life. Not even just my journey as an entrepreneur, but just my journey as a woman and a person in this world. And of course, as y'all know, these videos are always sponsored by Shake the World. So the word that I pretty much have for today is stop seeking validation for something that was given to you. We have these ideas and we have these things that we do in our lives, or things that we want to do in our lives, and as we get older, I feel like we get more and more corrupted by society's expectations and what we see others do and what others tell us that we can't do, and it causes us to kind of shut down when it comes to us being blessed with creative ideas, right? And the word creativity, and when I say creative, that's for everybody. Everybody was born creative. I don't care if you can't draw, or you can't sing, or you can't play an instrument. We were all born creative. It doesn't matter what you create, but if you believe that your higher power or your God, whatever you call your God, that person, that entity, that being created you, and you are essentially a product of them, and they created you, then how are you not creative? I don't know if that makes any sense. I really pray that that makes sense. I really pray that that got through. But I really believe that we're all creative. There's not a person in this world who can't create something. So when I say creative, don't get thrown off like, oh, that's not me, because I wouldn't consider myself creative. Yeah, we're all creative. We all have that skill. We all have that ability. So that word applies to everybody in this world. Yeah, essentially, when we're blessed with creative ideas, our societal conditioning causes us to either not believe that that idea is worth executing, or it causes us to believe that we're not able to execute that idea. And we're conditioned, particularly in the United States. That's what I'm speaking from experience of. And yeah, I'm talking about the United States and the society of the United States, and the conditioning of the United States of, yeah, you always have to be doing something, and what you're doing has to look productive to others. But really, if what you're doing is making you happy and other people don't see it as productive, it's still productive. And I'm gonna be the one to say it, that it's still productive. No matter what you do, however that looks to other people, or how other people see the work that you do, if they don't see it as productive, but you can wake up every day knowing that you love your life and you have given and created something for yourself to look forward to every single day, then that's enough. And you don't need outward validation for the things that you put into this world. And really, that's a message for myself, because I have spent a lot of my life just making sure that, oh, when I do this, I just want other people to see that my intention behind it, my good intention behind it. And oftentimes that's put me in situations where I get disappointed in what I do because I didn't get the reaction from the outer world that I wanted or that I expected. But really, if it was something that God put on my heart for me to do, why should it matter that other people gave me the reaction that I wanted or not, you know, or validated that experience or that idea for me? I really pray that this is making sense. But yeah, just imagine, like, if nobody ever did anything because they wanted other people to be able to believe or see their vision first before they started it. Things don't work like that. And I've learned, like, through this time of creating my business, growing my business, and growing my brand and the things that I stand for, is that it's hard. It's hard sometimes when you look at the response of other people to your brand, or to the people, when you look to the people closest to you to support you in your ideas and in the things that you put out and create in this world. It's hard if you look to them for confirmation to keep going, because oftentimes you're not going to receive the confirmation in the way that you think is confirming to you. And I have learned to have this newfound relationship with my art and the things that I create, because I have to believe it. I have to believe it first in order for it to happen. And if nobody comes second to believing it, then I have to live with that. And I have to still be confident and energized in my work in order for all these amazing things that I want to happen to come to fruition. Because if I spent my time waiting on other people to understand my visions before I made them into reality, I would probably be waiting my lifetime. And I would be waiting those 10 years when I could have been spending those 10 years living in the thing that I wanted to create. You understand what I'm saying? Do y'all understand what I'm saying? I really pray that y'all understand what I'm saying. And yeah, essentially, in order to do things that have never been done before, you have to do things that have never been done before. And with doing things that have never been done before, you have to be ready and prepared and okay with people not understanding it or people not seeing it because it has never been done before. You know? It's not up to other people to tell you if you're meant to create, because they don't see what you're about to create. Because then it might not ever get created, or it might get created 20 years down the line, and by then there's no space for it, or there's no room for it. Because in that moment when you were blessed with that idea, and in the moment that you were supposed to execute that idea, you let other people's confirmation or non-confirmation stop you from doing something that was only meant for you to do and for you to see. If we were put here to do the same things, we would all have the same ideas. If we were all put here to have the same impact on this world, then do you think God would make us genetically different? We literally would look the same, we would feel the same things, we would have the same purpose, we would have the same connections, and everything would just be the same. But we are all genetically diverse. This goes down to a scientific level. We are all genetically diverse down to atomic matter, down to our atomic matter. We are literally coded to be different. And one of the consequences of being different is that you have to be confident and rest and know that people might not always understand you, and people might not always understand what you do. Those crazy decisions and those crazy ideas, they create massive impact for a reason. And not everybody does different. Not everybody does original. That's hard. In this world where society has attempted to condition us to believe that we're meant to do the same work, or that our work is supposed to look like this in order to be productive, it's hard to be different. It's hard to be original. It's hard to be yourself and execute original ideas. If it was easy, everybody would do it. But everybody can do it. And that's the trick, is that we all have the power to do it. But you have to fight. You have to fight yourself on the looking outward for the confirmation for you to create. This physical world might not ever confirm your idea before you do it. And finding confidence in that is just something that the way that I do it is I just keep it conscious, right? Like I keep it in the front of my mind, so that when situations do arise where I catch myself looking on Instagram for confirmation that I should keep going with my business or my brand, like I quickly remind myself, no, like click off of this. This is not your confirmation. You were already confirmed to do this by God, by your Most High. So stop looking here for that, because honestly 9 times out of 10 you're probably just gonna get disappointed. And it has set me back a few times. Everything that I say is honestly me having a conversation with either an old version of me, a current version of me, or what I want to be a future version of me. And yeah, I pray that my words are getting through, for one, and for two, I just want y'all to feel me through these videos, and to really feel the real, genuine me and who I am and what goes on in my brain. I just want y'all to get an understanding of me and my way of thinking. And the beauty of life is that we don't have to agree with everything that we hear. And it's okay if some of the things that I say, like, I don't really agree with it. But if some of it you do agree with, yeah, it's much needed. But if you don't, it's okay. I'm still glad that you're here. Anyways, in order to fully tap into your creativity and truly discover the specific talents and the specific gifts that you were blessed with creatively, you have to do new things and get out of the conditioning of society of that your work has to look productive to other people. Because we were put here to try new things. And if you were here for 6 months and then there for 3 months and there for 2 months and there for 2 years and then you moved here for, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay that you tried new things and some things didn't work out and some things you ended up falling in love with and turning it into a hobby or expanding on that talent. Part of discovering you is discovering your gifts, and part of discovering your gifts is trying new things. And we'll never know if we're good at something or that we have a talent that we need to expand on unless we go and we try things. And it doesn't matter if that looks like an inconsistent or an unstable life to other people, as long as you're getting your purpose and your life out of it, you know? And as long as you feel like you're living your life to the extent and to the fullness and the wholeness that you need and that the world needs, then it doesn't matter what that looks like to others. The thing that comes with trying new things is that just because you start something, it doesn't mean that you have to do it for the rest of your life. So don't let the fear of something not working out stop you from trying new things, because some things are not going to work out. Think of how many experiences that you've had in how many ever years of your life. Think about how much time that has been and how many experiences you have had within that amount of time that you have been living. Just because we do something, it doesn't mean that we have to do it forever. And we've had plenty of experiences to show for it, where they have had an impact on us in our lives and the way that we think or the way that we live, but maybe we're not necessarily doing that anymore right now. And that's okay, because that's a part of life and that's a part of the journey, is that we have to do everything that we can do with the energy that we have in this life. And don't let your energy that you have within your lifetime go unused. Don't let it go unused. And don't let the fear of other people's opinions stop you from creating, because you don't need confirmation. The confirmation was the idea, and you wouldn't have been blessed with that idea if it wasn't meant for you. That's all of the confirmation that you need. Create freely, create openly, and everything that you create doesn't have to be shared. The beauty of your art, the beauty of your creativity is that it's sacred to you, and you can choose what to put out, what to not put out, what you give for other people to put their opinions on, and what you don't. And you know your limits, and you know the things that you feel, and you know the things that you're thinking of. So don't look for others to understand it before you make it real for yourself. You got this. You got this. Let me be the one to say it. You got this. Yeah. That's the word I got for y'all. That's the word I have for this video. That is exactly the point that I was trying to make. And I just pray that it got across. I pray that this video did something something positive for you. It doesn't matter how big or small. And give this video a thumbs up, give this video a like if you agreed with something that I said, or even if you didn't agree with something that I said. Just let me know. Let me know with the like. Let me know in the comments if there's any questions that y'all have, or any point that you would like for me to expand on in maybe a further video, or anything that might have come across your brain during this video. I would love to know how it made you feel, or what questions it made come up in your mind for me, or even for yourself. And yeah, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I will be releasing more videos of more of my perspective, and just more of my life and myself, and just continuing to open myself up on this channel. And yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. Never forget to shake the world, because if you're not shaking the world, then what you doing?